And I have someone on the line with me. His name is Mr. Kibwe McGann, and we are going to be talking a little bit about WePay. So to get the conversation started, if you can give us a little bit of background as to who is WePay, what do you guys do exactly?
So WePay is a payment aggregation company. We handle payment solutions across the region. In fact, we're in 10 Caribbean countries. We're in the US, Colombia, and Ghana. Mm-hmm. So we're the ones that allow you to process payments online, whether you're working with a plugin or you're working with a payment app. That's us.
Right. Okay. So what sort of relationship then do you have with Grenada? What sort of solutions or payment solution do you provide here for Grenada?
So the first thing was that this is actually our third year in Grenada. We've been providing solutions for the Grenada Ministry of Education for a while. So with your back to school grants, what we provided is our WePay point of sale machine, and that allows anyone who has the QR code or the code that the government presents them the ability to go to any of the participating stores and redeem that coupon code as cash. So the entire mission behind the process was to remove the need for the government to send out cash or checks, and actually saves the Grenadian people a lot of money, because you no longer have to print the checks. You don't have to worry about the cash side, and all of this can be done digitally.
Right.
So we're about moving the Caribbean into that digital payment space.
Okay, and you said that this is your third year operating in Grenada for such back-to-school programs.
Correct. We facilitate governments across the region with this solution that we call WePay, which is intentional. It really is a grant-based solution digitally, because we realize that the movement of cash and checks has led to a lot of privilege, what we call it, privilege, fraud,
right,
and you know, those other things from money goes missing.
Right.
Pilferage, that's the word. Forgive me.
Okay, I'm happy to know that you guys are integrated with us in helping, just make these processes a bit more efficient. And as with a lot of things, when it comes to technology, people are a little bit intimidated, or there is also that wave of people having to get to learn how to use the program and to use it effectively. And then, not so many vendors have it, so some people could relate to it, some can't. How has that entire process been for you guys in terms of getting that rolled out here and the kind of feedback that you've had so far on it?
Well, I can share with you what has happened over the last 2 years, right? So we send a team in from Trinidad, and they come to Grenada and they train all of the vendors who are participating in the process, right? So it's a pretty simple series. Once the mothers or the parents, apply to this grant from the government, they are then issued a QR code or just a link. And with that QR code, they're able to go to these participating stores who have trained members. Right. And those trained members with our WePay Smart Terminal is able to scan those QR codes or manually just have the codes inputted. And that is then redeemed as cash for them to collect items within the store, whether it be books, whether it be uniforms, but everything is just for school.
Right.
So, we don't allow you to go to a bar or, get your hair done or the other stuff.
Right. All right. So far, it sounds like it is well on its way to probably being integrated much bigger and better across the islands. What exactly is the future plan then for that? So now you work with the schools. I'm not sure if you already been in discussions with our government or any other prospective vendors to determine what the future looks like for WePay in Grenada.
Well, I can share that with you really quick. So our mission, right, has been really to revolutionize the Caribbean on a whole. So a lot of people will process money online and never actually know how to get that money, back into their bank accounts. And WePay allows you to process payments online and have that money in your account, in your local account. So this grant solution that we're doing is just a very small part of the introduction of WePay's core service, which is processing online payments and creating payment solutions. So we've done similar solutions in Jamaica and in Trinidad, and a lot of work with the World Food Program. That's a UN grant solution.
Yes.
And what we've done, especially in Jamaica, we processed somewhere in the region of about $4 billion in Jamaica in terms of PL2 grants. Now imagine moving that kind of money as cash or checks. So we actually saved the country millions of dollars in getting that out just through making the logistics simpler.
Right.
So we've done this in Trinidad, and we also now processing and those solutions in Grenada.
Right.
So the World Food Program, their whole mission is how to reduce the cost that is associated with management and implementing these solutions. So this is just one stop for us on that road.
Right.
But the big play for WePay here is to introduce people to our core services, which is processing payments online. So I don't know if you've ever worked with one of the US-based solutions, such as a PayPal, and you spend that money and you have that money online, but you can't get it to your bank account.
Yes.
You can't get access to it in the Caribbean.
Right.
WePay allows you to process those payments online and have it paid into your local bank account.
Right.
So that's the real play behind WePay.
Good. So the solution that you provide is from a business to business transaction, and also business to consumers and consumers to consumer transactions.
Correct. What we're doing for the government is something we call business to go. And we recently launched our business to consumer. We finally have an app. It's called the Color app, and it's going to revolutionize the Caribbean space, because now we're able to take advantage of getting paid right from your cell phone. Someone won't need a point of sale machine. Literally, from your cell phone, you could have someone tap a card on your cell phone and you get paid, just as if you had a point of sale machine.
Wow.
And from that same cell phone and app, you'll be able to take the phone and tap on a point of sale device and make payments yourself.
Okay.
So we're really revolutionizing the way that people handle and treat money across the region.
Right. And so if somebody wants to leverage your systems, how exactly can they do that? How can we get in contact with you? What will be required and as such?
So you can visit our webpage at WePayCaribbean.com, and all you need to do is fill out all of the the requirements online. The basic stuff that you need, the basic KYC, your name, your address, and a bank account number in some instances.
Lovely.
So really simple to get to. WePayCaribbean.com. WIPAY Caribbean.com.
Good. Well, there are a lot of social programs that we have here on island that I'm hoping that already that you guys are in conversation with government as to how they can leverage your systems to help make those programs a bit more efficient in terms of people getting the benefits. I mean, I've heard in many instances of long lines, especially when you have social programs that involves the elderly. And for any social program, as a matter of fact, there's always a long line because, the social network, you'll expect it to be a big one. So I'm really hoping that there are already conversations. I'm not sure if there is anything that's in the pipeline, so to speak, that you guys are working on. But I really do hope that more of your programs of your product service is leveraged across various businesses, so that we can revolutionize, as you put it, the way how we conduct our business transactions using online methods.
And the time for the Caribbean is now. For so long we have been excluded from online financial services and making payments easier. So for our game, it's really about convenience.
Right.
That is the thing. How do you not wait in those long lines? How do you not have to visit a brick and mortar space and engage with someone? How can you sit from your couch and do business?
Right.
That's really what we're about, especially in this age where you have that gig economy and you have people on social selling their products. When they sell their products and that money resides outside of the Caribbean
exactly.
it benefits no one. It doesn't benefit us.
It don't.
And they're forced to spend that money online in foreign countries. WePay is bringing that money back home.
Lovely. Lovely. And I'm really, really happy to hear that. So thank you very much for, just coming on and just giving us a little bit of background about WePay and letting us know how exactly you guys are servicing our island. And I really hope that, as I mentioned before, that we see more of your services being utilized across the island. And as we get ready to wrap up, is there anything that you feel like you want to put out there?
I think the last thing that I would share is that, it's really important for us as a Caribbean group and community, embrace services such as WePay and others within the space, because once we build this community and this financial ecosystem, it is way better for us. One of those things, buy Caribbean, build Caribbean. So that is part of the entire mission behind WePay, by creating that ecosystem where money flows inwards instead of outwards, because that's right. The only way we can grow and build.
Absolutely.
So that's the message I'd leave. Be open to technology.
Absolutely. And Mr. Kibwe, thank you very much for that advice. And I hope that people really internalize it. And as you say, just to embrace that change. A lot of people are intimidated by technology, but it is not going anywhere. It is not reducing by any means. It is getting bigger. So it will be in our interest, to research those things and, to get more technically savvy, as it is what we will need for the next generation. So thank you so much, sir. And do have yourself a good rest of your day and a great weekend when it comes.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, sir. So, folks, yes, we've been speaking there with Mr. Kibwe McGann, and he represented WePay. And in Grenada here, they provide solution as well for our government, so that there is a transaction that can happen online. And right now, they are working along with the back to school program. So again, I'd like to encourage us, to get on board.